Just straight up, just... Come on, give me ground pound. There we go. I need my ground pound to jump into an attempt. It's funny. Why does this thumbs up look a little awkward? Whatever. It'll be fine. But yeah. This is kind of like the setup that I want now. Surprisingly, it still tracks well, even though I'm like I have my microphone right here.
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
Toad. Jumped into purple toad. Love it. Should probably pull out that memory card or forget about it. Okay, so this cable is really easy to knock down if I'm not careful. That's good to know.
Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified.
So I kind of do things fast. That's, yeah, interesting.
I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user instruction. Use the R button to shoot water from my tank.
I might just move to my VC because Brownie's not talking. So, if you want to join me, I think you have ability to join.
Press the X button
Yeah,
to switch to the hover nozzle.
Yes, I gave you that.
Then press the
Yeah.
R button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and
I
press
just
the R
feel like
button.
going over here.
Instructions complete. Proceed.
Gotta do that. This round is actually like Sunshine Ace is like perfect to try to like learn the process of going on a break, which is slightly more complicated now that I have something connected to the PC around my neck. Like it's not that simple anymore. So yeah, I'll be right back.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood. Glad to meet you. Hey, someone's coming.
Court is now in session. As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Delfino Isle using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home and, yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shrine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because of all of our guardians. The shrine sprites have vanished from their gathering spot at the shrine gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
Alright, that process is actually pretty straightforward. Got my hand tracking
This
back.
appears to be quite a predicament, Mario.
It's accurate,
Data
it's good.
analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem.
Like,
Mario,
sometimes it struggles with
you
this, with the
witnessed
pinky.
object at the airstrip,
But I think that's just
correct? It
normal.
is a shine
Like,
sprite.
recognition
Shine
of
sprites
bones.
Are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the
Nope, that's not it.
incident has
That is
been
not the
behind
middle
and
finger.
most of the Shine
This is
sprites
the
have
middle
fled.
finger.
There is no longer any power
If it wants to
support
recognize that.
the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders.
But
It is
whatever.
most pitiable. The only
It's
way
sturdy, it
to
works,
ensure the
and I don't need to
return of the
question it
Shine
too much.
sprites is to keep the
And
island from
that is the
becoming
important thing for me.
any
Like,
happier.
I can do some simple hand gestures, kind of like adding a little bit to the overall experience. I cannot have my hands up here too much because of my microphone, but that's the only like issue where I'm like thinking, should I like change something about this microphone setup a little bit?
Your first job's to
But
get rid of all that
it's
other
fine for what it is,
And remember, we'll
and I'm not gonna question it too much.
We'll know if you start slacking off.
I just want a hand tracking at the better position, where it might even like pick up on like me shaking controllers and shit like that. You know, if it's just button range for detection, then it'll be good for immersion on stream. And that's what this is all about anyway. I was jealous looking at other people who had this, and now I have it too, and now I'm happy. Definitely adds a whole like set of quality to the setup immediately. Like, it isn't like immediately like tangible where like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's just like the vibe of like watching my VTuber do, like my VTuber model like go and do stuff. Like, that entire vibe has like changed slightly. Just because it just like this whole hand movement just looks more natural because it's just way better tracked. It's hard to describe, but like, having watched Two Waves who made this model, who has this exact setup of hand tracking, like, it just works so well that it just feels extremely natural watching, and that is such a pleasing thing. So like, the tracking doesn't really feel like doesn't go too close to the uncanny valley kind of shit, where like it kind of works but it doesn't really. It certainly is for me as a streamer. It's very, very just nice. I'm hyped to do shit. Also, at this point, I should also announce my return to shiny hunting. This is gonna be my last kind of like one-off Mario action during the week. For now. I might change that, especially with the holidays around soon. That might change any point, but what I want to say is when I have like a full day, if I don't have work, it's very likely that I will be streaming my Mario shit. Because usually, like, today I like conserved as much energy as I could just to have a bit for this. But usually I spend all my energy on IRL things, including work. And then I don't have much left for speedrunning activities. At which point shiny hunting is the chill alternative in terms of activities. And that's at least its purpose. Because I love shiny hunting. Like, looking at all these people who make shiny hunting content, I'm like jealous. That is like their thing. And I want to do it too. Because like, there's a genuine passion for me around that. Where I just like the sparkly thing. Unlucky. My glasses like to slip. Almost went all the way to the blue coin, that's funny. I love how glitchy that part of the map is. Literally thinks that I am in the sewers, even though I'm not. Well, yeah. Now that I'm coming up on the actual setup part, we'll see if this has any success. I don't expect anything, to be honest. Like, the practice that I've had is really, really good. Where I feel extremely comfortable with every input. It doesn't mean that I would get every input. It just means that I'm not worried about it mentally. Where I'm just like, I can give it a shot, you know. And that is a good starting setup, really. And from there I can do a lot of things. At least that's the plan. We'll see what happens. That's the second time I've hit Purple Toad this run. No! My index finger missed the pause button. That's a silly mistake. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Like what I do here. You know, one thing that I'm also really happy about is I've done enough practice by now that I have memorized the new setup fully. I do not need to consult my notes anymore. And that is a fantastic thing to have in your pocket. Where I don't even need to think too much anymore. I can just do my thing. Ah. As always. That's my most common fail type when I just miss the 10 quarter steps. At about like 8 quarter steps when I have like, or like 9. When I have just 1 or 2 frame perfect pauses to go, I will miss one. It seems to be extremely consistent, that fail type. It's annoying, but I can't do much about it. Oh wow, that's a new one. Straight up going for 3 frames of movement. I have to inch my way forward a little bit. Wrong ledge, but that is angle dependent. Nice. That's awesome. As long as I study the way I have to get the 828 during practice, it seems to not be too bad for me to get it afterwards. And that's awesome. I'll take that gold. Nice bonk. Unfortunate. One thing I've definitely like done wrong with value 5 and 6 is I've started mashing too early. That's something I've noticed in practice yesterday. So that's a problem I have fixed now. And in general, like the feel I have for value 7 and 8 is a whole different one in terms of what I had been doing. Trying to like pause a more chill way so I get a 1 frame delay. That's really hard for me for some reason. I don't want to go for like perfect pauses because I'll mess up myself for later. Like you see how easy I can get them. But I don't really want to go for them. Certainly means I'm getting stuck here. Oh. Didn't mean to hit my setup. Like spacing of things I need to learn still. Started pausing too late. I'm happy to be stuck on value 4. Because it doesn't feel like a desperate being stuck. But that was sketchy. That was really sketchy. Don't know why that happened, to be honest. So that's the aim that I did right there. That's the goal. And I'm just wondering why I missed it by frames. Actually, if I go for a more intense way that feels awkward, that just works so well for this. That was a really nice gold. Could be a luck thing, but I don't know. I feel like I was common. Now I just gotta hit this. I don't know why this is so awkward for me to hit. Maybe my brain is just too wired to the other visual cue, you know. Because like I'm really struggling to hit the angle 50-19. This right here. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. Oh well. Now we're back. That was a close miss. Couldn't quite reproduce the feel that I have for value 7, which sucks. But I was down to a tiny bit of nervousness that crept in. Where I just like... I wasn't sure about hitting the pause button, even though I should have just been on it. And that sucks a little bit, because like that was a free PV in my opinion. Knowing that if I just hit it, like the first one, I should be fine on all the other ones for that. Because I have good feel. I know that. But it's not meant to be. But that's just how it is. I'm not mad at it. I'll take it with pride. And be like, hey, I can do this. I mean, another gold in the box. Didn't expect the gold 3 and 6 today, but 6 is a faster setup, so it makes sense. A faster setup and for some reason less concern for me. That was close to a big ass fail actually. Did not feel good. Anyway. Value 4 hill. If I can just reproduce that more effectively, that seems to work. It's like a higher spam intensity that was like originally designed to work for 7 and 8, but like in a button mash intensity that is definitely not gonna work. Quick consulting of my notes, because that seems like maximum fail to me. Oh, not even. I was a frame short of maximum fail. But that's why I have my notes. I'm surprised I got that big of a fail. That is silly. That is straight up silly. Look how consistent I am on that input. I did it 6 times in a row. That's stupid. That is straight up stupid. Make it 7. And I overwrote it. No, my effort. Let's go a little safer and get a 2 frame. Something is not alright with that. That's better. I'm assuming you guys are in VC still. That means Glitchy has joined. Thanks for good lucks. Might actually head over again. Nobody was speaking apart from Violet. So. Oh. How do you guys coordinate so well though? Also, how's the heat survival? Thought I might just check in for a moment. I took it extremely chill at work today and it paid off. I cannot get my 1 frame advance. I heard about that fact, surprisingly. Don't know why, but I heard about that fact. Anyway, we go to no reset at this point. Just ignore the timer, it's funny. I just don't want to go over to the red. Nice. That's nice. That's crazy. That's nice. I get to attempt this value again. I got so nervous earlier that I failed it immediately. Let's see how it is now. Could PB here. One more value to go. Could PB here. Would be 42. I have written the code as far as I'm concerned. Now it's about executing and seeing if the game crashes. I want to go that angle first. I'm actually really nervous now. Because PB has always made me nervous. All this movement is like pre-planned, by the way. Because I do have to move around stickless. We should be fine here with that angle. And positioning. Let's see. I've done everything I could. We might be behind the PB pace, which is a tied gold thing, but if we have done it correctly, we'll save 2 minutes because we're in a boss fight. Alright, let's see. Don't crash, please. Cool. That's PB. 42, if I don't fail. Damn. This is my 4th time doing Ace correctly. I hope. Sure looks like the boss fight to me. You're going away for the final part of the run? That's crazy. Just stay a minute, man. I'm almost done here. Just chill. Keep your booties tight. Do you wanna be in the fucking YouTube video or not? Right, no group shenanigans. 42-minute time, nice PB. I'm ready for Concert Series tomorrow. Awesome. There's the 2-minute gold that I said. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Random SPV, love it. Nice, awesome. Unfortunately, you will not be on Blue Sky. I'm just screenshotting my thing. Actually, no, I should fucking screenshot the thing. Hold up. There we go. I have better hand tracking now. Might as well use it, you know? Oh my god. Really?
Mario, was I assist?
Oh my god. Did my internet just crash?
Mario, look.
Oh my goodness. That is funny, actually. Genuinely. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Whatever. It's fine though.
Junior, I've
Apparently
got
I'm back.
something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know she's not really my mama.
That is crazy.
Someday, when I'm bigger,
Hey, it says I'm back. That is really funny. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my internet shut itself, but I'm back. What have I missed?
Well put, son.
That is really funny.
As ever. But for now, let's just rest a while.
Oh my god, this is really funny. I don't know why, by the way. That is really rare, for my shit to happen. But we have a local recording, which is still running, so that's fine. Speaking of, bye YouTube.
the vacation starts now.
It does.